story time. I welcome all the children to the enchanting world of stories. Before we move on to our story, make sure you have all comfortably settled down and everyone turn on your listening ears so that you can pay close attention to the story. The story that I have chosen for today is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's a wonderful story about a bear family and a girl named Goldilocks. So this is how the story goes. Once, deep in a forest, in a cozy cottage, lived a family of bears. Father bear, mother bear, and baby bear. And this was their cozy cottage. Baby bear didn't have any brother or sister, so he usually played with his mother and father. They were a happy family and they loved doing things with each other. Every morning, Mother Bear would cook a big pot of oatmeal. You all know what oatmeal means. It's oats. Usually oats is had for breakfast. So she used to cook a big pot of oatmeal and she used to serve them in 3 bowls. A big bowl of oatmeal for Father Bear, a medium-sized bowl for Mother Bear, and a small bowl of oatmeal for baby bear. So similarly, on one particular day, she cooked a big pot of oatmeal and served them on 3 bowls. And she set the 3 bowls on a dining table. So can you see through this window a dining table with 3 bowls? So she set them on the dining table, and while the oatmeal cooled, they decided to go for a walk in the forest. So the father bear, mother bear and baby bear, they set out for a walk. And before going out for a walk, they forget to lock the door. And off they go. In the meantime, a small girl called Goldilocks, she comes wandering about in the forest. She comes far away from her home and she's quite lost in the forest, and she's also very hungry. So as she was wandering in the forest, she happens to see this house. As soon as she sees this house, a thought comes to her mind. I feel so hungry. Maybe I can go knock at this house and find out if I can get something to eat from the owners. Saying so, she goes and she knocks at the door. Is anybody home? She asks. But alas, nobody answers the door. So she waits for some time, and then as she pushes the door, ta-da! The door opens. So she goes inside the house. She looks here and there, but she is unable to find the owners of the house. And then she looks at the dining table. And on the dining table, she sees 3 bowls of oatmeal. As soon as she looks at those bowls, she feels really very hungry. I feel so hungry. Maybe I could just go and taste a bowl of oatmeal. You know, Goldilocks was actually a good girl, but sometimes hunger seems to do strange things to your mind. So she goes and she takes the big bowl of oatmeal and she tries to taste it. And as soon as she tastes it, ooh, it's too hot. I cannot eat this. And she places it back on the table. Then she takes the other bowl, the medium-sized bowl, and starts eating it. It's too cold. I cannot eat it. And she places it back on the table. Then she takes the last bowl, which was the smallest, and eats it. It's perfect. It's yummy. Saying so, she licks the bowl clean. It's totally empty. Now I'm not hungry anymore, she says. Saying so, she feels like relaxing on a chair. So she goes to another room. So can you see through this window? This is a room where there are chairs. So she decides to go relax on the chairs. She first sits on a wooden chair that belonged to Father Bear. As soon as she sits on the wooden chair, it's too hard. I cannot sit on this chair, she says. Then she sits on another chair which looks cozy enough. But as soon as she sits on the chair, oh, it's too soft. It seems to be going all the way down, she says. And then finally, she looks at this rocking chair that belonged to Baby Bear. As soon as she sits on the chair, she feels so comfortable and she starts rocking, rocking, rocking. She's so excited. But you know what happens? It breaks, unable to bear her weight. The rocking chair gets broken into pieces. Goldilocks gets scared. Oh no, I wonder what the owners will think of me. I broke their chair. And then she feels very sleepy. Maybe I can go and have a nap, she says. Then she goes upstairs. So do you see through this window the beds? So this was their bedroom. She looks at the beds and decides to take a nap. So first, she goes and sleeps on this bed which belonged to Father Bear. But as soon as she sleeps on it, my body seems to be aching. I cannot sleep on this bed, she says. Then she goes to the other bed which belonged to Mother Bear. As soon as she sleeps on it, oh no, it's too soft. I don't like it. Then finally, she gets to sleep on Baby Bear's bed. As soon as she sleeps on Baby Bear's bed, it's so comfortable. Saying so, she goes off to sleep. And she goes off to sleep. And in the meanwhile, the bears who had gone out for a walk, they come back. They open the door and they're surprised to see that somebody had actually been tasting their oatmeal. Father Bear says, "Somebody has eaten my oatmeal." Mother Bear says, "Somebody has tasted my oatmeal too, and look at what a mess they have made." And Baby Bear says, "Somebody ate my oatmeal and it's totally empty." And then they come to the other room which had their chairs. Father Bear says, "Somebody had been sitting on my chair." Mother Bear says, "Somebody had been sitting on my chair too. Look, the cushion has fallen down." And Baby Bear says, "Somebody just sat on my chair and broke it." And then they decide to go upstairs to the bedroom to see if there was somebody. So when they go to the bedroom, they're surprised to find out that somebody had actually used Father Bear's bed, Mother Bear's bed, and guess what? There was a girl sleeping on Baby Bear's bed. As soon as Father Bear looks at this, he shouts, "Who are you and why are you here at our home?" Goldilocks, hearing this loud rumbly sound, she wakes up. She gets so scared. She doesn't want to even explain what happened, and quickly she scurries away. She comes to this window, jumps and runs as fast as she could. Runs, and she's never seen back again. Baby Bear is a little sad. Perhaps if Goldilocks had explained why she did such a thing, she could have made a good friend. So this brings us to the end of the story. So children, can you all guess what the moral or message of the story is? You can pause the video and discuss with your parents if you want. Okay, the moral of the story is good manners is very essential in one's life. So it's very important to seek permission before we use others' belongings, right? So always keep this in mind and never use others' belongings without seeking their permission first. Okay? And as an extension activity, parents can discuss with your children. So what if Goldilocks did come back to the bear's house along with her parents to apologize telling what she did was wrong. So do you think the bear's family would be happy to accept her? And would baby bear become a good friend of Goldilocks? So you can discuss all this with your parents and come up with interesting answers. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this story. So see you all next time with another exciting story. Bye.